Now, I'm a book guy. Any book people in the room like love books, right? Consume a lot of books. I got a book fetish almost, I feel like. Oh, every time somebody recommends a book, I'm just buying it and stacking up and I'm reading them and I feel the pressure of not reading stuff. But check this out. One of my favorite books, this guy right here is Perry Marshall. Perry Marshall wrote a book called 80-20 Sales and Marketing. Anybody read that book before? It's good, wasn't it? 80-20 Sales and Marketing. In that book, he talks about racking the shotgun. He also talks about focus on the Pareto Principle. Now, the Pareto Principle, also known as the 80-20 rule or the law of the vital few, is the principle of factor sparsity. It says that for many events, roughly 80% of the effects come from 20% of the causes. We had a brand, and our original brand, right? My wife and I, we had a brand around marriage and family and parenting. And we sold like books and DVDs, and we did documentary films and all this stuff. And we did the brand totally wrong, right? Like the brand, we amassed millions of dollars through it, but it just was all wrong because we kept finding new people. We had a massive audience, but we had a whole bunch of people that were clients and customers where the average order value was extremely low because they buy once and then we go out and look for new people to sell to new people and sell to new people over and over again. And the fact that we had a massive audience masked the fact that what we were doing in business was totally wrong. The way we had our offer structure, our business structure was totally wrong because we couldn't find out who the best people were. But once we started to get hip to it, and once we figured out, once we read books like that and came to conferences like this, then we started to get clarity. Then we started to get smarter around the way we were operating the business. Then we began to structure, right, how our business and our offerings were different so that we could find out who were the people that were spending a lot or wanted to spend a lot versus the people that were not. Then we began to realize, like, everything that Perry Marshall was talking about, the 80-20 rule, Pareto Principle was true. 20% roughly of our clients were responsible for 80% of our revenue when we had different revenue levers and opportunities for them to buy and ways for them to continue to buy over and over again. Then guess what we can do? We can focus on the people that sold more. So in the book, 80-20 Sales and Marketing, Perry Marshall talks about two guys being in a club in Las Vegas. Anybody from Las Vegas in the room? Okay, I won't say what I was about to say. I'll keep going. All right, so two guys in a club in Las Vegas. And under the table, one of the guys has a shotgun. When you rack a shotgun, what's the sound that that shotgun makes? All right, y'all gonna act like you never heard a shotgun. You got Amazon Prime or Hulu or something, even if you don't have it. So two guys. One of the guys on the table has that shotgun. He racks that shotgun. And in that club, 80% of the people will have no idea what that sound is. It won't resonate to them at all. But that 20%. That 20%, right? They're going to know exactly what it is. They're going to gather their belongings, maybe, maybe not. But they're going to get out of Dodge as quickly as humanly possible. So, as marketers, it is our job to begin to rack that shotgun in our businesses. I want you to rack the shotgun and separate the free people, the people that just want to kick tires, the people that just want to download and be in your communities and get a hold of all the free stuff. All the people that want to get on calls with your agency and see what you offer and how you offer it, but have no intention of actually investing in what you do. They just want to see what you say or what advice you give to them, right? We want to separate those people from the people that are willing to pay from zero to a little bit. We want to rack the shotgun and separate the people that are willing to pay a little bit from the people that are willing to pay a lot. We want to rack the shotgun and separate the people that are willing to pay a lot from the people that are willing to pay the most. And then what we want to do, the most important piece is once we rack that shotgun and separate those folks, we want to duplicate and focus on the data around the people that spend the most. The biggest issue I see with many agencies, many individuals that sell in B2B, B2C, selling product, service as a matter, is they're focusing on the wrong people. They're pulling data on the 80% that's not spending real money with it. Instead of racking the shotgun and finding out who is that all the way at this end of the spectrum that's willing to actually spend the most. We had Perry Marshall speak at a conference we did in June. Perry said, actually, with everything that's gone on, when you really looked at it, when he dove in deeper, right, after the book was published, what he found was that when he got to that last 20%, once he racked the shotgun, and got to the last 20%, guess what? In that 20%, there was another 80-20. Where 20% of that 20% were people that were responsible for 95% of the revenue. So he said, Lamar, it's really not even 80-20, it's really 95-5. 5% of my people are responsible for 95% of the revenue when positioned correctly, when they have multiple opportunities to buy with you, when they have multiple offers at different price points so they can get into it. It's your job to find out who those people are.